Okay, Wednesday, 24th of January, 2024. So, the Peter Principle. So this is one concept that came to my attention a couple of years ago, the Peter Principle, that talks about in a hierarchy, an organization, stereotypically, people rise to the highest level of competence, where they can't go any further because they don't know how to, don't know, or can't handle the job. And if they do, you could argue that they tend to get depromoted and go back to a previous rank. So, what does that mean? The principle, the idiom is the cream floats to the top. In life, the people who are doing what they're doing in different aspects of life or society or jobs, whatever, or careers, they are there within reason, arguably, because of their competence. And your situation in life, just like my situation in life, is the result of my competence, of your competence. The situation you have, and the situation I have, is the result of what I'm able to create or produce, or my discipline, or my focus, or my long-term thinking or short-term thinking. So, what does that mean in general in life? So understand that the cream, as I said earlier, the cream floats to the top. So we want to always be increasing our competency, learning new things, being humble and learning and taking new ideas, new concepts, new technologies. That way, we are constantly rising up this figurative hierarchy of life or society or an organization. There's a nice phrase, nice quote by, I want to say Warren Buffett, which is, the more you learn, the more you earn. So it seems then, when plateauing in life, we always want to be taking new ideas and new information to be able to raise the next level. So years ago, when I was working for this company, I quickly developed the idea, this notion that I need to learn as much as I can. When I plateau, when things get too difficult for me, again, in a company, I need to take some time off, disengage for a weekend, work on something else, take on some new ideas, reset emotions, very important, take in new ideas, new concepts, new teaching methods, new techniques, new methods, new whatever, new tools, then come back to Monday morning, the status quo, and apply these new things with these new emotions, more calm and collected, more steady, these new methods. Therefore, that plateau is likely to be broken. That stalemate can be broken. When we're plateauing in life and adrift, we want to take a step back and take in new information, new ideas, new concepts, and/or travel. Travel is a really good way to have a new perspective on life and what's happening. Very important. So I realized that by learning new things, I was able to improve my teaching, rise up the ranks. In the current business that I have and that I'm building, I always had the idea of always delivering more value, over-deliver and under-promise. And always my value that I give to the customers has to be much greater than the price tag. That way I can justify a higher price tag. So my value's here, the price tag follows, I can justify it. And when they have the service, they feel really good because the product was, the service was really good for the price tag. They feel they had a good value for money, so to speak. Okay. And that principle, all those ideas, stemmed from the idea of increasing my knowledge, my teaching, techniques, tools, human capital, my intelligence, new techniques. This is why when ChatGPT came out back in spring 2023 or autumn 2022, depending on when you started using it and when you first heard about it, I used it really, really quickly. I started adopting it very soon, and my services went from here to up there, changed drastically, and they still are changing drastically. Okay, so we rise to the maximum level of our competence. So we want to increase our competence, be wiser, smarter, more intelligent. Therefore, we can constantly go up this hierarchy, as I said earlier, this figurative hierarchy in society and business and life. And I don't see why not. What's wrong with having more or being more or earning more or being more intelligent? Keep going, yeah. But be aware of this. That other people out there in the world, or even ourselves at times, we would have been stuck somewhere, not knowing how to rise or go further beyond a plateau in some fashion, whether in Spanish. As I'm learning Spanish, but one goal I have, one priority every day, is to learn one new word or one new grammar rule. So I'm constantly getting ahead, constantly taking new ideas. It seems in life we don't want to be what's called a Luddite. A Luddite meaning we are refusing new technology because it's uncomfortable or challenges our lifestyle or our livelihoods, things like that. It's uncomfortable and unfortunate, you could argue, but it's the inevitable. It's a trend in motion stays in motion. AI, for example, is not going to go anywhere. Social media is not going to go anywhere. Bitcoin is not going to go anywhere. These big trends are not going to go anywhere. They're going to continue to get bigger and bigger. And it's like a wave coming at the ocean. Why fight it? Use it to your advantage. This trend, why fight it? So therefore, use it. Use it and utilize it to increase your value. By increasing your value, you have to increase your intelligence, learning new things. Therefore, you can justifiably rise up this hierarchy. Therefore, the Peter Principle does apply to you, but because you're constantly increasing your knowledge, here's you and here's your knowledge, your competence, your limit is constantly being pushed and pushed and pushed. There's no limit for you. The sky is the limit. Space is the limit. Beyond, the imagination is the limit. By learning more and being able to do more in business or in life or whatever else. The Peter Principle is quite pernicious because we want to keep learning things. Be more competent. How cool is that? So that's something I was thinking about. That first came to my attention a couple of years ago, I guess now. And then just over time thinking about it and pondering and then realizing, hang on a minute. Yeah. So, Peter Principle. So otherwise, you will see me tomorrow.